Hey guys, I'm Dan and welcome back to the Dino Dungeon. Okay, so today we have a bonus upload. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys like 20 different dinosaurs from Jurassic Park, as well as 20 different dinosaurs from Jurassic World. The same dinosaur, okay? At the same time, we have lots of cool stuff to open up today. We have two very awesome Jurassic World mugs right here. But now let's head over to Level 2 Jurassic World Midlands to pick up our different dinosaurs. Alright guys, so now we are at Level 2 Jurassic World Midlands. So what I am going to do is to pick up 20 different Jurassic Park dinosaurs, as well as 20 similar dinosaurs from Jurassic World. Okay, so let's do this. Alright guys, the JP figures are in the box, so it's now time for us to find the equivalent JW figures. Guys, all the figures are inside, so let's head back to the Dino Dungeon. Alright guys, check this out. So I have laid every single dinosaur on the floor, Jurassic Park versus Jurassic World, and of course we have the minifigures to go through as well. Okay, so let's begin our video. Okay guys, so what we are going to do first is to take a look at this one right here. Okay, so this is a brand new set. It is a movie collectible. We got this from Thailand. They are very cool mugs, I would say. They are like water container, or maybe perhaps you can call it a water bottle. And of course it comes with a little hole for you to insert a straw. So this is basically blue. It is an official Jurassic World, the exhibition product, I suppose. City Neon Group, not too sure where this was actually produced, but I got this online. It looks really cool. I'm gonna put this one right here. Alright, next up, let's have a look at our first figure right here. Okay, so we are going to take a look at the minifigures first. So what do we have right here? A Carnotaurus. Okay, let's pop in the tail. So this is basically Carnotaurus from the Captive Collection Series 1, I suppose, and it also comes with a scar, which means this is actually Carnotaurus Toru. So first, let's take a look at the Carnotaurus from Jurassic Park, which is sitting right here. This is known as the Carnotaurus Demon. This is actually one of the rarest figures, you know, in the entire Jurassic Park line, and probably one of the most valuable one out there. Okay, very cool. It is entirely made of rubber. Very cool figure. I really love this figure a lot. So let's place this one right here. It is not able to stand very well on its own. Okay, and so I'm gonna show you guys like the latest Carnotaurus figure from the Jurassic World. This is probably one of the oldest one, and this is one of the newest one, I would suppose. Okay, this is basically the Epic Battle Carnotaurus. Okay, that comes with two buttons. I think you guys have seen this before. It also has a button on top of his body that opens up the jaw, and once you twist the tail, the neck will also move along, which is very cool. I'm gonna put this on right here. Okay, so let's proceed with the unboxing of this T-Rex. Okay, so this one is like a smaller version of the bigger one in front. So let's open this on. Let's open this up. Just gonna rip this open. Very cool looking T-Rex container, I would say. It is a smaller version of the previous one we already have. Let's see whether we are able to open this lid, you know, easily. Yep, it can be opened very easily. Very cool. I really love this. Hopefully we can get a Giganotosaurus version really soon. Alright, I'm gonna adjust the logo of the Jurassic Park right here, so all the JP figures will be placed on the right hand side. Now let's move on to another one. How about another carnivore? How about the Tyrannosaurus Rex? Okay, so this is basically the T-Rex. Let's pop in the tail. I can't remember which this series is from. Wow, the tail is really hard to insert, so you have to use a lot of strength to actually pop it right in. You have to twist it in order for it to go in. So very nice. This is basically a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Let's place this one right here. For the T-Rex, I have actually brought the latest one, which is the real feel Tyrannosaurus Rex. I think you guys are extremely familiar with this figure right now. So it comes with a movable neck. It also comes with a button right here, and the tail can be twisted as well. It also has a little slit right here for you to actually insert the little figure and to retrieve it from this little slit. Very, very beautiful figure, I would say. Okay, let's compare it with the Red Rex from Jurassic Park, which is from the 1993. So you can actually press here. Okay, so this figure is actually not working very well. The sounds are no longer working. But we managed to make it still raw by pressing this lid right here, okay? So, yep, I think overall it is still sort of like working, I would say. Let's place this one right here. Hopefully we're able to balance it. Let's try. Yep, looking great. Alright, let's move on to the next figure. How about, let's go with a carnivore right now. How about, we don't have a Pachycephalosaurus, but I've actually brought a Stygimoloch. So let's assemble the Stygimoloch right now. Okay, let's try this. Let's pop in the head and now the tail. So this is a Stygimoloch, but I am going to pretend that this is a Pachycephalosaurus, okay? I mean, they are, you know, quite closely related, to be honest. So let's take a look at the Pachycephalosaurus from Jurassic Park. So this is the one that we have that I've actually brought. So it comes with a button right here that actually springs the neck up. So this is basically to illustrate, you know, the power. Oh my goodness, it came right off. Hopefully it is, you know, still working. Oh my goodness, I think I have like totally destroyed this figure. Oh my goodness, I can see like the breakage right here. Alright, I don't think I will be pressing this ever again. Oh my goodness, I'm quite sad right now. I think it's fine, it's still working. I'm just gonna put this one right here. And of course, I'm gonna show you guys the Pachycephalosaurus from Jurassic World. I've brought the battle damage version right here, okay? So you tap on this, it will spring right open. So this is basically, you know, a comparison between the older one and the newer one, okay? Now let's move on back to another carnivore. How about, let's choose, which one should we go for? How about the Spino? Alright, so the Spino only comes in two parts, which we only need to assemble the tail. So let's pop it right in. Cool little Spino. Spinosaurus is known as the spine lizard. I think you guys are extremely familiar with. So for the JP one, we have actually brought this one, which is quite a, you know, rare figure as well. It is a Rubbersaur from Jurassic Park 3. You can see the logo right here, JP3. Very beautiful figure. Okay, it is made entirely of rubber. Not too sure whether it's able to stand well, but let's try to balance it over here, okay? Alright, let's stick it in between the Pachycephalosaurus and the T-Rex. And of course, I've brought the very, I wouldn't say a new one. This is apparently the first Jurassic World Spinosaurus from Mattel, the extreme chomping Spinosaurus. Very, very beautiful figure. We have to clean this figure up later on as well, okay? Very cool, the spine lizard. It is a dinosaur which is larger than a T-Rex. Not many dinosaurs are larger than a T-Rex, okay? So in case that you guys have forgotten which side belongs to Jurassic World and which side belongs to the Jurassic Park, let's do a rearrangement, guys. Let's do a rearrangement of the logos, just in case that you guys have forgotten. Alright? Okay, I think the JP logo is looking way bigger, but I think it's fine. Okay, let's have a look at one of the prehistoric reptiles, okay? What is this? Quetzalcoatlus. So let's pop the tail, not the tail, the neck and the head in. So we have a huge Quetzalcoatlus. I really love the Quetzalcoatlus in the movie, okay? It was like attacking the plane, which is a super cool one. So let me show you guys, you know, the Quetzalcoatlus from Jurassic Park. This figure is one that I've got off, you know, eBay. It is a very, very beautiful figure, but it's no longer working very well. The arms were actually broken, so we have to put on some glue to stick it right back. So this is a Quetzalcoatlus from Jurassic Park. It is known as the Fire Big. And of course, I've brought the Quetzalcoatlus from Jurassic World right here. this is basically the latest one. We do have, you know, a couple of different Quetzalcoatlus from Jurassic World. This one features an extendable wings, you know, I mean extendable pair of wings. Very cool. And of course it comes with a scan code right here, and this button actually flaps the wing. There's another button below the body that triggers the jaw. I would say the big beautiful one. Okay, Quetzalcoatlus. I can't remember what does the name mean for a Quetzalcoatlus. I think it's known as the serpent. I can't remember, but along that line. Okay, all right, let's move on to another herbivore. Shall we go with a Spinosaurus? Let's pop in the head, okay, and the tail. Spinosaurus is known as the Chinese horned face. We do know that we have a Spinosaurus from Mattel, but we don't have one from JP Jurassic Park, which is why I have, you know, replace it with a Chasmosaurus. So this is a Chasmosaurus, which is known as the opening lizard. Okay, it's a very cool one. I'm not sure whether the sounds are still working. Apparently not. So we can actually try to change the batteries later on and see whether it still works. Okay, I will try it later on. Just gonna put this one right here. We don't have a Chasmosaurus, but I've actually brought this, a Pentaceratops, which I think is like the closest one to the Chasmosaurus. I really love this figure. It is partially made of rubber. This entire crown right here is made of soft rubber, as well as the horns to keep it safe. And it comes with two buttons. Okay, this is actually from the Dino Escape series, if I'm not wrong. So one button, you know, forces it to go into this rampaging action, and the other one twists the body to the right hand side. Very cool figure. Love this. This is the one and only Pentaceratops figure in the entire Jurassic Park and Jurassic World line. Let's move on to another carnivore. Shall we go with let's see. Oh, did we bring a Baryonyx? I think so, but where is the Baryonyx? I think it's missing. That's weird. Yeah, I think it's right behind, guys. It's on the floor. I spotted it. So this is actually the Baryonyx that I've brought. We do have a couple of Baryonyx, so let me remove the tail to show you guys how it looks like and just pop it right back. Okay, so Baryonyx is known as the heavy claw. You guys should know why, okay? But of course, I have brought a vintage Baryonyx, which looks very, very cute, very adorable, kind of like goofy at the same time. Just listen to this closely. Can you guys hear the very vintage sound? I feel it's a classic kind of roar, and this figure definitely, you know, is very nostalgic, I would say. It brings back many old memories, and of course, it is not as accurate looking as the modern day Baryonyx, but it definitely has a lot more attributes, I would say. You know, for example, it holds plenty of memories. It also spots the classic look and feel. So I've brought one of the latest Baryonyx from Jurassic World. This is known as the Raw Attack Chaos. It's basically the Baryonyx from Camp Cretaceous. So there was like Baryonyx Green, Chaos, and also Limbo. So this is one of them. Okay, just gonna put this right here. Let's move on to another herbivore. Shall we go with a Brachiosaurus? Brachiosaurus has got to be one of the most popular herbivorous dinosaurs of all time. You know, if you ask any fans out there, Brachiosaurus is definitely top of the list. So Brachiosaurus, the arm lizard, okay? Just gonna put this one right here. So yes, of course, I have brought a JP, our one and only Jurassic Park 3 Brachiosaurus. I'm not too sure what this series is called, but it definitely is super cool. You can actually move this leg right here. The tail will move, and it also have roars, which is still working. So I'm super proud and I'm super happy with it. So just gonna put the Brachiosaurus right over here. For the Jurassic World Brachiosaurus, I have brought our latest one. I didn't bring the super colossal one, it's way too big. So I've brought this tiny little Brachiosaurus named Firecracker. So it was actually from the Camp Cretaceous series. Now let's head back to another carnivorous dinosaur. So what do we have right here? The Dilophosaurus, the double-crested lizard. Remember guys, it is known as the double-crested lizard not because it has like two huge frills on the side, but because of these two crests on top of the head, okay? So double-crested lizard. Okay, I have brought a vintage JP Jurassic Park. I can't remember whether this is JP3. It probably is JP3 because it's from the year 2000. It's still working, the sounds are still working, and it comes with a removable frill, so it's very, very cool. Okay, and it also comes with this little button which you can pull right back, and the right arm will move up and it will trigger a different roaring sound, which is very, very, very awesome. And I have brought the one and only latest epic battle Dilophosaurus right here, which sports a much louder and more ferocious roar, and of course with better technology as well. There is lights coming out from the body, but the frills are not able to move, which is kind of a pity. But of course you are able to move the jaw up and down manually on your own. So this is the latest one. It's really hard to find this figure. I've got it off an online store. So yeah. So let's see what else we've got. Let's move on to another herbivore. Shall we take a look at this one right here? Okay, so we have a Lytrosaurus. Okay, Lytrosaurus is a prehistoric animal, which we do have a Mattel figure, but we do not have a JP figure. So what I've brought is basically Scudosaurus, guys. So I've brought the Jurassic Park Scudosaurus, which comes with a battle damage. Very, very cool looking one. As you guys can see, you're able to move, which leg is it? I can't remember. I think it's this one. Yep, it's able to trigger the head into a rampaging action. And of course, I have brought the Jurassic World version right here, so you can see it has like two horns right over here. For this, it also has like two horns on top. This was from the Savage Strike, if I am not wrong. Very cool. I really love the Scutosaurus because it is a very, very cool species, very obscure, not very well known, and JP93 Classics will be releasing a new version really soon. I still haven't got it, but it's okay. Let's move on to another carnivore. Did we bring a raptor? I think so. So what do we have right here? Okay, this is basically Velociraptor blue, I think, or it could be beta. I think it should be blue. So yep, a raptor right here. So for the raptor, which is known as the swift Caesar or swift thief, I have brought one of our oldest Jurassic Park figure right here. This one was actually one of the figures that you can actually attach to a console to have a battle with other dinosaurs. Okay, so that is a JP Velociraptor for you guys. I'm trying to make it stand. It's really, really difficult. Okay, so for the Velociraptor, I have actually brought a male raptor. This is basically the latest electronic epic battle male Velociraptor. I think this is a really, really cool figure, to be honest with you. I mean, in the case that you guys have not scanned the code, you can still scan it. It doesn't have to be vertical or horizontal. You can just scan it in any direction. So it should appear in your Jurassic World Facts app, okay? Now let's move on back to another herbivore. How about the classic Triceratops, which everybody loves? Let's pop in the tail. Triceratops, the three-horned face, was a huge herbivorous dinosaur, and some actually mentioned that this Triceratops was able to take on a T-Rex on its own, which is very, very impressive. So what do we have right here? We have a Triceratops from Jurassic World. Sorry, I should have shown you guys the JP version first, okay, which is this one right here. So this is a pretty vintage Triceratops. It comes with movable legs. I think many of you guys may not have seen this before. It is a classic figure. You can actually pull the right hind leg backwards and the head will move into a rampaging action. It comes with a capture gear, so the moment you pull the leg backwards, it will break free from the capture gear. Very, very beautiful. JP44. If I'm not wrong, this is from 1997. It's printed right here. Very cool. So what? You know, it's like 27 years old. Wow, very cool. Yeah, I'm gonna put this one right here. And let's take a look at the Triceratops. This is basically one of the Triceratops from the Soundstrike series. A beautiful and wonderful figure, I would say. And now let's move on to another figure. Okay, right over there, I think we have a Dimetrodon. So I think the tail is somewhere here. So let me get it. So I really love this Dimetrodon. I think it's a very nice sculpt. It looks very movie accurate. So let's pop in the tail. So Dimetrodon is actually one of the very famous prehistoric animal. A famous prehistoric cynocid to be exact. And of course, I have brought two Dimetrodons. This is the one from Jurassic Park, which I have and still in sort of like close to perfect condition. I would say it's mint condition. And it comes with a movable leg. You can actually press the left hind leg backwards, press it down, and it will go into this chomping action. Very beautiful figure. Love this. And of course, it comes with the JP print right here, JP01. So this is definitely one of the very first Jurassic Park figures ever. Really beautiful. And right now, I have brought one of the latest one, which is a Dimetrodon. This Dimetrodon came along in the story pack, Dr. Alan Grant and Dimetrodon story pack. So this Dimetrodon was found in Jurassic World Dominion movie in the Amber Cave. You guys still remember that? Yep, I think so. All right, let's pop in another figure, Dimorphodon. So Dimorphodon, it's known as two measures of teeth, if I'm not wrong, and Dimetrodon is known as a two-formed tooth. I mean, the meaning of the names, they are very similar. So this is a Dimorphodon. We don't have a Dimorphodon from Jurassic Park. So in replacement, I have actually brought a Tapijara, guys. Tapijara or Tapijara. Of course, this is a very vintage figure. I'm not too sure whether the sounds are supposed to be working. I will try my best to replace the batteries to see whether they still work, whether it still works later on. But yeah, let's just put this aside. And you can see this is like the latest spin-off from Jurassic World, from the Savage Strike series as well. Okay, you press a button, the wings will flap, and of course it comes with a movable jaw. Very cool. So Tapijara. Tapijara, I have forgotten the meaning of its name. I have totally forgotten, but I remembered it is something to do with this crest right here. Just like a beautiful crest or lizard, I can't remember, ornament crest, I can't remember. So if you guys remember, let me know down below, okay? Alright, now let's move on to a herbivore. I'm gonna put the pieces right here. I mean, let's see whether you're able to guess it before we actually assemble it. I think many of you guys are able to. You guys are like geniuses. Alright, let's pop in the tail. Okay, so yeah, I think by now you should have guessed that it's a Stegosaurus, right? Stegosaurus. Not too sure whether this is not from the Clash edition. It's probably from the very first wave of the captive collection. So Stegosaurus, which is known as the roof lizard, was a herbivore with plenty of plates. All these are known as plates on its body. So the plates were basically used for body temperature regulation, and it has 4 spikes at the end of its tail, which is known as the Thagomizer. But this one is not an accurate representation of a Stegosaurus. In fact, it was mentioned that this is actually one of the most inaccurate figure from Jurassic Park line, and you can see it has the battle damage feature, which is really beautifully done. Let me just put it right back. It is not easy to close it back, but I really love this figure. It has this classic look and feel, the classic Rabosaur from Canon, which is very interesting. I didn't bring the latest Stegosaurus, but I've actually brought one of the more well-loved Stegosaurus. This is actually from the Camp Cretaceous. It comes with the tail swinging action, and it also comes with one button. Yeah, it basically has the same mechanism as the action attack Stegosaurus. Beautiful figure. Okay, Stegosaurus was known as the roof lizard. Do you guys know why? Because initially the paleontologists thought the plates were like, lying sideways on his body, like sticking to the body, but it was actually not. Alright guys, so let's move on to our next figure. How about this one right here? A Pteranodon. Let's pop in the head. Pteranodon is known as the toothless wing. It didn't have any teeth in its mouth, but I think Jurassic Park movie have gave them some teeth. If you take a look at this figure right here, it has some teeth inside, but it's supposed to not have any teeth. So this is basically the sound strike. Very, very cool sounds, I would say. And it of course comes with the scan code right here and this little lid, which you can open and close. The legs at the back can be moved, can be rotated, can be moved up and down, which is kind of cool, I would say. And of course, you can retract the wings when you want to keep it, when you want to display it to make it occupy lesser space. Okay, next up, we do have the Pteranodon from JP3. I've brought one of the smaller figures right here. We do have a huge one, but I think it may take up too much space. So you can see the older figures definitely has a very nice, vintage retro look and feel, and appeal, which is very hard for me to describe. But the newer ones are really, really awesome as well. So, like, what do you guys like? The older figures or the newer figures? I think majority of you guys will prefer the newer ones. Okay, next up, I'm gonna show you guys one very cool one. I don't have the figure, so let's just have a look at the figure directly, which is a Tanystropheus. So I think a Tanystropheus was like a partial land and sea prehistoric animal. Yeah, I can't remember the name. It's Tanystropheus. Oh my goodness, it's an easy name to remember, but I just can't remember at the moment. So you can see I've brought the Savage Strike, if I'm not wrong, or it could be from the Fierce Force. Tanystropheus from Mattel, really beautiful, and this figure was so hard to find. Yeah, so this is considered a very, very rare figure, I would say. Okay, what else do we have? We still have a couple more right here. So what is this? Parasaurolophus. Let's pop in the tail. Parasaurolophus is known as the near-crested lizard. Beautiful dark-built dinosaurs. Dark-built dinosaurs are basically dinosaurs that has a mouth. If you look at it from the top, it looks like the mouth of a dog. It definitely looks like Donald Duck or Daffy Duck. So yep, right here I have a beautiful, vintage JP. It is from 1997. And the sounds are still working. You can listen to the bellows. It's not a roar, because this is not a roar. It is a bellow, like a bellow from an elephant. Okay, so very, very beautiful. I think the sounds are actually inspired by elephants. Really nice figure. Let me just try to adjust it to make it stand. Okay, so of course we have plenty of Parasaurolophus. So what I've brought is basically a sound strike, guys. Camp Cretaceous version, the one with the bioluminosity, okay, that really glows in the dark in the Amber Cave. Not Amber Cave, one of the caves in Camp Cretaceous. Okay, next up, we still have two pairs for me to show you guys. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys this. It's okay, because I think none of you will be able to tell me what this is. This is basically a hybrid dinosaur, and a Margosaurus mixed with a Spinosaurus. So it's a hybrid dinosaur. So I think we can call this like an omnivore, I suppose. Okay, let's try this. I have forgotten how this actually works, so let's try. Yeah, you have to pull the right hind leg backwards, and you can see the spikes moving, which is totally awesome. We have to clean this figure up later on as well. For the Amargasaurus, I have brought the actual Amargasaurus that we have from the Jurassic World. the Dual Attack Amargasaurus, beautiful figure that comes with two functions. One button moves the neck and the other one moves the tail. The Amargasaurus, the name is pretty simple. It's basically known as the Amargus lizard. Okay, our last one, which I have forgotten to bring the small little Gallimimus figure. So we do have the Gallimimus from Jurassic Park, a vintage figure. Sounds are not working. Oh, sounds are working! Oh my goodness, because the previous time the sounds were still not working. And I've actually brought this one right here, which is from the Camp Cretaceous series. Okay, so you can see we have two Gallimimus with the same kind of color scheme. Very beautiful. Before we actually end this, I mean for the Gallimimus, you can take a look at this. We do have another Gallimimus right here, but it doesn't spot, you know, the color scheme of the JP Gallimimus. So yes, but I will be receiving the JP Gallimimus really soon. Okay, so stay tuned for that. All right, this is all, guys. So 20 different dinosaurs, 20 from Jurassic Park and 20 from Jurassic World. I have a question for you guys. Which team are you guys on? JP team or JW team? Let me know down below. If you ask me which team I am on, I'm just gonna tell you guys I am right in the middle. I love both brands. I love the JP classics and I love the new Jurassic World figures from Mattel. So it's hard for me to choose between the two. I'll probably go with, you know, for certain figures I'll go with JP. For certain figures I'll go with JW, okay? So thanks for watching this video, guys. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if it did, please give it a thumbs up, share it, comment down below, and of course follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and also you can request for a personalized video as well. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video, and yeah, just see you maybe tomorrow again. This is basically a bonus upload. I will still be uploading on Tuesday, so see you tomorrow. Goodbye.